What's going on, guys? We're here with another episode of Kawaun Raw Podcast. Here with Miss Davis. Damn, you looked at me, you blushed.
Okay.
You know what, too?
You got me blushing.
I done seen your whole body. You should the blush down, cut it.
What's going on, guys? We're here shooting another episode at the DCI Studios of planting the seed in the community. Here with Miss Davis. How you doing, Miss Davis? How's everything?
Fine, and you?
Can't complain.
Better not.
I'm thankful and I'm blessed to be able to have you sitting here and to be able to really dig deep into the roots of your personality, who you are, what you've done, the things that you've brought, the lives that you've seen come into this world. And you've been around for a while, so I want to get deep into
75 years of it, but
who are you?
I am Mrs. Diane Vaughn Davis. I used to own a daycare center, the Garden of Learning Daycare, and we serviced it 2-year-olds to 5-year-olds. And Mr. Kawaun Martin happened to be one of my favorite and former students.
Yes.
But we snuck him in and, oh wait, I can't put this on live. Okay, we snuck him in and had him at the daycare 2 months. He was my grandson, and that's how they got to be in the daycare without me being penalized.
Yes. I remember.
And the name stuck. The name stuck. They moved on my block. They came to my house. I raised him. And
yes.
I think I did I know I did a very good job with him.
Yes. So right now, right, being that you say that you used to be a daycare owner, what are some of the things that you do as far as outside overall with the community, as far as with the older groups?
I'm still community orientated. It's just that I don't have the structure of the daycare anymore. I retired and starting a new part of my life. But I still do for the community. Anything I find out, and I'm still in touch with the Agency of Children and Child Development, Office of Children and Family Services, and a couple of other people in the neighborhood that gives me very good information that I could pass along to my people.
Nice. So if you had to say, right, because everybody will have an opinion on you, right? Good, bad endeavors, right? And for me, I'll always remember you as Grandma Davis. And those are one of the things that really stuck with me throughout the years, where it's like, if there's one place, like they say in the back, where it's Prospect and Nostrand, is you leave a legacy. And that's one of the things that I can look back now and say that all of those things that you've done, the little things, when you got 100 kids and you say, I got $100, I'm going to break it down and give all y'all $1. And a lot of people don't remember those days, but that stuck with me because I remember those days where you didn't have it and you still made your way to give it to the people, to the kids.
Got that from my mama.
And that's
got that from my mother. My mother came from Jamaica, came up, and my father died after my mother purchased. Well, my mother and father purchased their first house on Park Place, directly behind where I'm at now. And my father died, and my mother did every and anything to keep us afloat.
So you have one word to describe you?
Resilient.
Nice.
No nonsense. Respectful.
Okay.
I give it and I demand it, and I'm here to nurture. I plant the seeds, start them growing, and y'all carry the ball from there.
So how was it growing up in a Caribbean home? And how did it shape you into who you are today?
Strict. Back then, we didn't have any rights.
Okay.
I think they started that after my mother must have bust me up a couple of times. But I really didn't give my mother any trouble. I saw what my mother went through to be a single parent of 4 children. And she was pregnant with my brother when my father died. So back then, you moved into a building, a house, which we owned, and no man, they thought she wasn't married. So she proved everybody wrong. And through her hard work and her work ethics, that's who I am today. And my mother couldn't read above a 6th grade reading level. She'd look at my homework and say something wasn't right and had me second guessing it.
Yeah.
So, you know, and then with her, she still didn't respect work ethics. I went on to be the first one in my family to get my master's degree from Brooklyn College, a racist Brooklyn College, City University, and I did pretty well. Professor gave me an F, and I still graduated with a 3.85 index.
Nice. That's
So,
so
you got to give to get.
and I'll think of it this way, right? You've went through all of those things, and you've seen a lot. So you running a daycare in those days of it being tough, where there's no rights, like you say, and there's no equality that we have now in today's generation or society. How was it? Because those things, a beating goes a long way when it's meantful, when you're doing something you're not supposed to do, and somebody that is a family member who's not blood can discipline your child because they understand that I want for what's best for your child as if it was mine. So how has that impacted you and running a daycare? How much of a growth did you see from then to now?
Well, we went through changes trying to open up a daycare center as people of color. So it was hard with us, and most of the daycares back then were religious backing. So it was the Hasidic Jews or a Catholic program or something like that. So when we did it on our own, there was a lady, remember Sills Trophies? The first black trophy dealer on No String in the Corner?
The name sound familiar.
Okay, well, anyway, he was a pioneer too. So right next to him on Park Place side of Nostrand Avenue, Sister Aura.
Yes, that name sounds familiar.
Decided to do the Al Kareem School, and she had it right there in her
storefront.
No, in her house, in her apartment. She rented an apartment, and it was licensed and everything. So I started having my children back to back. So I said, I'm gonna try to get a daycare, and she encouraged me. She wasn't funny acting. Anything I asked her to do, she was a walking book of knowledge and inspiration.
Yes.
So she really started me to open my own daycare. So hers was on Nostrand Avenue and Park Place, and mine was in the middle of the block.
Yeah.
She never discouraged me because we had our own clientele.
Yes.
She had the Muslims. I'd recommend the Muslims to her, and she gave me the non-Muslim children. And that's how it grew until she got her building on Park and Kingston Avenue out the church. First Church of Baptist Church or something like that. And then my mother bought the house directly behind my house on Park Place. So we changed the certificate of occupancy and got a legal daycare center.
Nice.
There.
So you say that when it goes back to religion, right? You say that you guys referred each other. You referred the Muslims.
Yes.
And she, vice versa, right? So starting off on an early age of these kids' lives, right? This is like beyond adolescence. This is like what you put in them now is like something that might stick with them for the next 30 years. As you can see, I'm a walking example, right? So how was it, and how much important was it for you to actually instill these things when nobody's seen it?
Well, being that I first, to start me off, I went to York College that was in Queensboro, on Queensboro Community College campus. We had classes out of trailers.
Yeah.
The curriculum started getting kind of funny. So everybody wanted to go to Mega Evans, which is the first supposedly black city university college. So most of my life, I've been the first of everything. But I love children, and I believe, and from the still connection that I have with my former students, I've done a good job.
How does it feel, though?
I feel good. I feel good. I feel so good. Like, I'm not a rooster because I'm not male, but I got my chest stuck out.
Okay, yes.
I'm proud. I'm proud of the people that still is in contact with me.
And
it means a lot. It really is. It means a lot. I was in daycare for 49 years.
That's so much of, that's so many years of.
I've had Kawaun came to me as a baby, and I had the privilege of having his son.
Yes.
So that's like generational
Yes.
friendship, educational output, love poured into it, and it was
Yes.
more like a community thing. Everybody know to come to Garden of Learning.
Listen,
We're gonna eat. I'll curse you out, but I'm gonna feed you.
that's it.
You know, and my door was. I've never had a lock on my door, even when I wasn't home.
Yes.
Kawaun, Wayne,
Remember?
Iman, and Malik was in my house stealing my candy.
I remember when we got caught too.
You know, it's coming back.
Yes.
But it was nice, and I'm proud of the man you became.
Thank you.
I'm proud of it.
It's been a great journey of just
I'm
going
proud
through
of
it.
it.
Thank you,
And you
Ms. Lee.
have morals. You have empathy. You're a good guy.
Thank you.
One
I
of
try.
the good guys that came through the daycare.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And that goes back to saying what you pour into your people.
Yeah.
And I'm not the only person. I'm pretty sure there's dozens, millions, not millions, but hundreds of kids that came throughout the years.
We had a lot of kids. I can say it now because I'm out of business. We were licensed for 23 kids. We had kids on every room of my house. We had kids, and they knew when I put the stick up to be quiet. We've had fun, and like I said, I am very privileged and honored
Thank you.
to see the man you have became,
Appreciate that.
and the man that you are going to keep on.
Yes. It's a learning
Yeah,
experience.
and you instill it in your son.
That's one thing I try.
You did it,
Yes.
and you're doing it.
So, being that you're not involved with the director of being the owner of Hand in Hand with a daycare, right? How do you stay involved with the community?
Whatever information, I'm still in contact with the Office of Children and Family Services. I know people that's in ACD, the religious groups that I'm affiliated with. So whatever I find out, I pass it on.
Nice.
I pass it on.
So knowledge is power, they say.
You got to share.
Yes.
In order to get, you got to give. So if you're taking everything for yourself and you don't give anything back, that's not righteous.
Righteous.
That's not righteous. I'm sorry, and I'm a firm believer. There's enough out here for everybody. Because everybody that came after me and opened up their daycare didn't last. Did not.
So.
No. And I could, even though I didn't want any harm on them, but everybody thought it was simple. They thought it was babysitting. They never, nobody knew I had my master's degree in early childhood education from a racist institution, Brooklyn College. Because back then, you could, at Fide, you could count the amount of people of color going to that school.
That goes back to saying,
oh yeah,
growth, development,
and being the first at everything.
And you got some big shoes to fill. And you still do, and it's a great thing because it keeps you going.
As long as I could keep moving, I'm going to do. And I even had a clothing drive. I've gotten toys donated and given them out. I've gotten lunches and gave out. I've done a lot of stuff that I wasn't supposed to, but I did, and I never got in trouble.
Because it came from a different space.
From my heart.
Yes. And people see that no matter if it's.
From my heart. And even if I didn't like your mother or father, I never turned away a child.
Yes.
Could never do that. Because my mother didn't do that. My mother saw a pregnant dog in the rain at Brooklyn Jewish Hospital that's now Interfaith. And she made us go get the car and the box and pick this dirty dog up to bring to have her puppies in our basement. So it came from, it's something that's instilled in you. It's passed down from generations to generations. And even the bad aspects of growing up, you got to turn it into something positive.